just drove down this road that I usually only see in the summertime, and I feel like I'm in the Swiss Alps. Like, everything looks so different covered in the snow. Look at my view from the parking lot. This is the Upper Kananaskis Lake. This is not even my destination for today. I'm hiking up to Rawson Lake, and this is just like the view from the parking lot at the trailhead. Anyway, it's cold. It's like nice for a Canadian mountain winter day, but it's chilly with the wind chill. Like, my hands are all dry and wrinkled up. So I'm gonna pop my gloves on, get my stuff, and hit the trail. She doesn't want to stay up. You can barely see it behind the cloud, but there's a whole mountain back there. It was a pretty simple hike to get up here. It was only like an hour and 20 minutes, I want to say. And you're rewarded with these beautiful views of the lake. It's obviously covered in snow right now, so you can't see the water itself, but the mountains look crazy. You can't hike up the rest of the route in the winter just because of the avalanche risk, but in the summertime, you can make it all the way up to the ridge. I just realized I forgot the handle in the car. Ugh. I'm just enjoying my tea, enjoying the view, and then I'm gonna hike back down to the parking lot and drive over to Banff. Holy. I actually just saw some snow falling down that ridge a second ago. Also, my fingers are freezing trying to hold this camera, so I'm gonna put this away and hike back down to the car. I hate when I'm in the cold and I can't talk properly. Like, my lips are so cold that like my mouth is moving slow, so if I'm slurring my words, that's why. It's hard to talk when it's cold. Bye, lake. I'm running back so I can stay warm because it was freezing up there. And I need to get my blood pumping. Oh god. It was freezing up there. I was trying to take videos, but I couldn't use the cameras because my fingers were too cold. It's crazy how much of a difference a few hundred meters of elevation can make. It's significantly warmer down here at the parking lot. And this lake is barely even frozen. I saw someone canoeing just a second ago. Anyway. I made it here right in time for the sunset, like just before it actually got dark. This is the Tunnel Mountain campground, and this isn't exactly like a low-key off-grid campsite. Like, it's pretty public. There's a lot of people here, even though it's like a Monday. But it's nice once in a while to just be at a campsite. I have bathrooms and a plug-in for my block heater. I'm staying here for 2 nights, and it was a little bit expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but I am in the middle of Banff, so I kind of did that to myself. Also, as you can see, this van is a mess. I don't have a build out in it yet. I don't have a diesel heater, which means it's gonna be a cold night. I don't have shelves, so there's no organization here. Like, everything in this van is just piled on itself. Like, just look at what utter mayhem it is in here right now. Oh my god. It honestly is one of those days. I'm gonna need to build some shelves soon because this is not cutting it. So this is my closet. This is my day bag slash camera bag. Got my garbage bag down here. This side is supposed to be my bed. I think I sat on my muffins. This is my chair. I don't know why it's on the seat. And this is my toiletries bag. Ta-da! Nice and clean-ish. Made myself a protective shield around my burner to stop the wind from coming in because this is cooking so slowly. We're moving this party over to the fire I got going over here. See if that works. It took me so long to get this fire going because everything's wet and cold. But once it finally got going, it really got going. It's about -10 right now. I don't know if you can see that. Fresh lamb, hot off the fire. I actually brought like beans and sweet potato to make with this, but this was honestly such a struggle to make in itself. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Today was a weird day, if I'm being honest. You know those days when everything just goes a little bit wrong, like no matter what you do, everything just doesn't want to work and you just kind of got to roll with it anyway. I went to bed early last night to get a good night's rest and I ended up sleeping for like 3 hours because I had to wake up to pee and I couldn't fall back asleep. And then when I was leaving the hike, last night I downloaded my Google Maps so that I could use it when I didn't have data. And then when I was leaving the hike, I realized that the map never finished downloading, so I didn't have any map. So I had to find my way back, which wouldn't be so hard because to get back to the main road, it's like left or right. It's like a 50-50 chance. And I don't know how I went the wrong way twice. So I wasted some time, burned some gas. I drove to this campsite and then this is embarrassing. I don't even think I should admit this to you, but like I use this where is it? I use this little cup thing to pee in when I need to like pee in a water bottle, and I was really cold earlier and I didn't want to walk all the way to the bathroom, so I stood up in here and I was peeing in a bottle. And wouldn't you know it, I peed on myself. Because these things, as great as they are, have a great margin for user error. And this is not even the first time I peed on myself. Like, it's actually the 3rd time, which is why I've changed my pants. And now here we are. Tomorrow's gonna be better though. I have plans, I'm gonna hike, I'm in a beautiful place. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here, eat my stupid little lamb steaks. I'm gonna watch some Modern Family on my iPad, like an iPad kid. And I'm gonna hit the hay because I'm exhausted. Lamb, iPad. Let's rock and roll. I feel better already.
Dirty, huh? She could run her hands through her hair. That would do it.
I would also just like to say, oh my god, you can see my breath. Yeah, it's that cold in here. I don't have a diesel heater yet, or any kind of heating system when the car's off. I'm going to one day, but right now we're just sitting here with like 4 layers on. And so far I feel good. I also have my winter sleeping bag here, which is a big help. It's what I use when I'm winter camping, and it goes down to like -30, and it is pretty comfortable. So that's what's going to be keeping me warm and toasty tonight, hopefully. My water is mostly ice. I woke up at 7 this morning, but it was pitch black outside, so I just stayed in my sleeping bag for like the last hour. The sun's starting to slowly come up, so I think I need to get my day started. The other nice thing about actual campsites is that they sometimes have real bathrooms instead of outhouses, and it's warm in here. I took all my layers off because I thought it was getting warmer, and then it got really windy, and I put all my layers back on, and now I'm hot again. Whoops. I didn't bring any of my tools or like hatchet or anything with me because they have firewood available at the campsite. So I was just using the kindling that was already there. I'm gonna go get some more firewood. Stocked up. The top of this isn't really hot enough to cook off of, so I'm gonna make my coffee, hopefully in my jet boil if it's gonna work for me. It's about -10 degrees today, but it's the wind that's making it feel extra cold. Bon appetit. One tip for winter camping, especially before you go to sleep, is to eat something really fatty, because when you're digesting fat, it heats up a lot more than when you're digesting carbs or protein. That's why I eat stuff like lamb or buttery eggs when I'm in the cold, because it heats you up a little bit from the inside. Oh my god, I put way too much salt on that. Too much salt. There is a hike that I want to go do today, so I'm going to force myself to leave this cozy little shelter in a bit here. I'm making my way down to the Hoodoos Trail. There's the train again. That was honking all night. I was sleeping pretty good, but every few hours I would wake up to that noise. That noise right there. Anyway, I'm just headed down to the Hoodoos Trail. It's not a long hike, it's maybe like an hour or two, but I just wanted something simple and easy. Get my blood pumping, but not be out in the cold for too many hours. I'm running out of winter hikes to do this year because I don't have my avalanche training yet. I want to get it, but it is a bit expensive to take the course. And so my hiking options are limited to things that are not in avalanche country. So far this winter, I've done Prairie Mountain, Howling Peak. I hiked up to the ice caves twice, actually. Rawson Lake, you saw me do yesterday. I've heard mixed things about Hart Mountain. Some people say it's a good winter hike, some people say it's not, so I don't know. The beautiful spruce trees. Right now it's a lot warmer in the trees because it's not so windy down here. Up at the campsite it's pretty exposed and the wind is brutal. Look at this view. So there are the hoodoos down there. Behind it is the Bow River, and then up here is Mount Rundle. I thought the trail was going to bring me down close to the hoodoos, but I think they closed off that part, probably for restoration or something. I could see a footpath, but there was a blockade in front of it, so I didn't want to veer off the trail in case it was a protected area, but it was a perfect view from the top. Alright, I'm heading into the city for a bit, into Banff, mostly just because I need water, but I think I might walk around for a bit while I'm there too.
From the distance, dressed clothes of skin and hide, it seemed an ancient knowledge, books they kept inside.
I've only had this van for about 2 months, but I feel like my life has changed so significantly since I've gotten this van. I mentioned before that this was the first car or vehicle that I've ever owned, and I'm 25 years old, so I went my entire life not having a vehicle of my own, and now that I do, it's honestly changed my life so much. And I've had that dream of living in my van for like 10 years now. And so even just a simple day like today, a quick hike, breakfast by the fire, nothing crazy, but coming back to sleep in my van at the end of the day just makes me so happy inside. I don't really know how to explain it, but I know a lot of you have come to my channel from my cycling videos, and I still love riding my bike, but there's something about having my own home on wheels. There's nowhere I would rather be than here. Like, this is all I could ask for. So I'm happy, and I have a nice little setup in here right now. I found these string lights that I forgot that I had. I'm lying down in my bed, aka the chair's folded back. I wedged my iPad into the roof so that I can just look up and watch. Not to ramble on, but I will say most years the wintertime depression hits me really hard, and this year it's been better because I can actually get out of the house and go places, and I'm not just stuck at home or stuck within the vicinity of my home. I can actually just drive wherever I want to go. And that is life-changing. So thanks to Coco. I love you, Coco. Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to watch my show and settle in. I'll see you in the morning. Morning. I'm hoping my car is going to start up without too many issues because yesterday we were struggling with the cold start a little bit. I have my block heater plugged in, but I have a funny feeling it's not working because it took me a couple tries to start up the car, and it was a long, slow start. I have a feeling, first of all, that my block heater is not working. Second of all, that I'm going to need new glow plugs, like as soon as possible. And third of all, I want to check my batteries after I get home, because I haven't checked them since I bought the van, so we're going to see what's the issue and get to the bottom of it. I did manage to get the car started yesterday, basically by cycling the glow plugs, and I know that's bad for them, but I'm going to be replacing them anyway. And I started the car before I went to bed just to warm everything up one last time before it got cold over the night. And I don't think it was as cold as it was yesterday, but it was like insanely windy. I slept good though. I slept like a baby in my sleeping bag. That's my glow plug light. Let's go, let's go. Wait. Oh. Come on. Oh, there she goes. Okay, this happened yesterday. What I did yesterday is I ended up cycling the glow plugs. So that little light you saw on the dash there is the glow plug light, and you're supposed to crank it as soon as that light goes off. But if you let it go off and then turn it on and off again 2 or 3 times, that helps the cold start. It's not good for the glow plugs, but I am going to replace them anyway. She's still starting. She's trying. It's going just above the 1. But this is a good sign. I mean, it's not good, but like, I think it's gonna start. Come on, Coco, you got it. Come on. You can't really see out the windows right now, but what is happening is there's white smoke coming out, and that's because it's not up to heat yet, so the diesel isn't being like fully combusted or whatever. And so the smoke is coming out white because she's not hot enough yet. I'm obviously very new to cars, and I'm learning as much as I can as I go, but this is what I've learned so far. Open to all of your advice if you know more about diesel engines. Come on, girl. This is taking so long. Hell yeah. She did it. You go, Coco. Woo! Woohoo! She did it. That was like 2 straight minutes of starting. Not good. Not good. This block heater for sure is not working. I had it plugged in all night. I'm gonna change my glow plugs ASAP. I'm gonna fix my block heater, hopefully, or buy a new one, I guess. This is gonna be so expensive. I know what I need to do to try to fix that, so I'm gonna do that when I get home. I have cookies though. I got these in Banff yesterday. A little frozen though. This button right here is my grid heater. I'm gonna turn that on and let the car heat up for a bit before I actually leave. I'm just glad she started. I was worried. We're back in action. Red Bull. Always drink your Red Bull with a straw because it's bad for your teeth. I actually think that the air inside of my cooler is warmer than the air outside because this is the only thing that didn't freeze. Did it? No. The nectar of life. I'm a little embarrassed because my neighbors over there in the RV trailer thing have been watching me cold start for 2 days, and it must not look pretty from the outside or sound pretty. Let's hit the road. When I signed up for